San Diego. We're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. The Atlanta Braves and the San Diego Padres. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. Today's starting pitcher, Yu Darvish.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Michael Harris the second, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And there's a ball. The wind of the pitch. That one drifts inside.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. It sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Joe getting an angle on it. He's got it. And there's one away. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. Now with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
And another ball. 1 out, base is empty. And now 2 balls and a strike.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Tatis drifts towards it. And that's the 3rd out. No score as we head to the bottom of the 1st. Back here at Petco Park. And today's starting pitcher, Chris Sale.
Well, Sale's a strikeout pitcher, and the thing about it is he'll throw strikes early, but then start teasing the zones, and that's what the great ones do. You got to make sure you elevate him, get him out over the plate. That's the only way you're going to have a chance.
Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Arias.
The first baseman.
Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
And now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's down and away.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Line drive and foul ball. Swings and misses. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
Nice. Doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone. So as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. In the air, right field. And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. One out, runner at second. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. Tatis dives back in. Inside, just missed. Man at second. There's a strike.
Well, he's realizing out there on the mound that he's got to settle in pretty quickly, or else he's going to get hit hard in this first inning.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 2 away now.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now the veteran third baseman, Manny Machado. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. That misses. 2-1. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
The second baseman,
Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Clips the corner. That's strike 1. First and second, 2 down. Next pitch misses inside, and the count even 1-1. Gets him to chase after that one.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Got him swinging.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
New inning getting started, and now here is Matt Olson. Darvish back to work. Just missed. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? There's a strike, 95 of that one.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
That missed by a lot. The count now 2-2. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But, yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
That's just out.
That one
Three
missed.
balls, one strike.
Yeah, that one is inside, and it's ball four. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. And a foul ball.
Albies is playing on the road, so you know that means he's been FaceTiming with his pet fish. This guy owns a few home aquariums, and it's no secret he likes talking to his fish when he's away. In fact, Albies had cameras installed so he can check on the fish anytime he wants.
Next offering is in for a strike. 0-2. That's inside.
That's inside.
Darvish kicks, delivers, and there's a ball.
Two strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And misses inside. Ozuna stands at first with one out. Got him looking. That K is his third of the game.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of bowling, and you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
So here's Murphy now. That's in there. That's strike one.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
The 0-2. Well struck right field. And it one-hops the wall. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. And he's out.
Yeah, on the tag.
Up, down, and that ends the inning.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time, and they cut down the run to end the inning.
Bottom of the second. Here's Xander Bogaerts. And that misses. And it's 1-0. That one catches the corner.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Bogaerts tries to hold up, appeal to first, and Freddie Ferguson says he went around. Got him swinging. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So digging in now for San Diego, Connor Joe. First pitch misses. Second inning here, no score. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. To the right side. Throw on to Olsen. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Batting 8, the designated hitter, Tirso
Ornelas. The next up for the Padres. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. And a breaking ball misses outside. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And Eric Summersgill punches him out. That's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. We'll move to the third with no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning. Here's Jared Kelenic. Line drive. Gets down. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting 9, the shortstop.
Here's Orlando Arcia. Darvish checks on the runner. Kelenic back in on a dive. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And the slider just misses. And that one is inside. Runner at first with no outs here. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And now runners at the corners. Nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. Fly to left his first time. That's a strike. 0-1. Runners at the corners, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Hit in the air out to center field. Merrill brings it in. Runner tags from third. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Now batting Jurickson Profar. He's 0 for 1. Runner takes off. Profar gets a piece there. Arcia over at first with one away. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bunt today.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. Got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
So here's Riley now. Flied to right his first time. And that's off the outside edge. And that is ball 1. Two outs. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
Next one off the plate inside. 2-1. That one missed. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
On the ground. Oh, great grab on the dive. And that's a nice play to end the inning.
That was a great
Stepping in for San Diego, Elias Diaz. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
Tap dances out of the way of that one. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
2-2 the count.
Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. Luis Arias now at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1. Right through there for a strike. And that one missing low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Up and in, and the count's even at 2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And that is downstairs. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Right side. Albies over to first in time. And that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Fernando.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Pulls that one foul. Next offering is in for a strike. And down on strikes. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing there for the Friars. And it remains 1-0. Back here in San Diego, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the fourth, Matt Olson. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Olson, the multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 30 years old now, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Here's the pitch to Olson. Off the mark there. And a count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
Out to short, and it's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
So digging in, Marcell Ozuna worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. In for a strike. It's 0-1. And it's even up to Ozuna. And there's a foul ball. Olson gets his lead at first with nobody out. And now the count is even.
2-2 the count.
And downstairs. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that one fouled off. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Joe has a beat on it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 away.
Now batting, catcher Sean Murphy.
Here's Sean Murphy. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Slow roller to third. Machado tosses to first. Third out. 1 left for Atlanta, but they lead it 1-0. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win. You know, these Padres, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Now a drag bunt, third base side. Riley slings to first. Got him as he tried to bunt his way aboard.
Well, I'm pretty sure he took a look around the infield to see where they were playing before laying that one down. And everyone was playing back. You assume that's going to be a pretty easy knock, but he just couldn't put it down in the right spot to allow him to beat that out. Maybe the right idea, but he just couldn't pull it off.
And Manny gets a piece.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. Strikeout number 8. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. And the slider just misses. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off. I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next offering way off the plate. 2 out, space is empty. And that's downstairs and outside. Cronenworth will take his base.
First base.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Next offering is fouled back. Ripped to right. And he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. 1 left for San Diego. They're down 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. And now the right fielder, Jared Kelenic. Darvish back to work. And a strike in there. Into the outfield, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Orlando Arcia, the next to hit, and he's already singled in this game. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. And safe. It's a stolen base.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
Darvish checks on the runner. Kelenic dives back in safely. Just missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. Pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Man at second. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
In the dirt. Not in time. He's safe. Kelnick up to third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher, and if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up. Well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Just missed.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
One away with a runner at third. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. He's there. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. He's in to score on the sac fly, and they take a 2-run lead.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Here's Profar down. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Merrill in and to his right and makes the play, and that's out number 3. So they get 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and nobody left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Braves 2 and the Padres nothing. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the left fielder, Connor Joe.
Connor Joe.
First offering, and it just misses.
You know, these Padres showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one. You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Sale delivers. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now batting.
Next is the designated hitter, Tirso Ornelas.
Ornelas.
Struck out swinging his first time. And that one in there at the knees for a strike. Going 1. walking. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Up next for the
Next, it's the
Padres.
catcher for the Padres, Elias Diaz.
Diaz.
Just missed.
Outside.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that.
Albies flips to second. That's 1, and that's 2. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Braves 2 and the Padres nothing. So the Padres with a new arm in the mound, Sean Reynolds.
Just trying to keep this one close here,
Now
and this is
pitching
where a
for the
bullpen
Padres,
can give their players a chance to fight
number
back into the
25.
game.
John.
Here is Austin Riley.
Leading off for Atlanta, the third baseman, Austin Riley.
In for a strike, and it's 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Yuki Matsui up and loosening in the pen. The 0-1. Check swing, and it's popped up. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter
the
right
first
there. I
baseman,
mean, that
Matt
pitch was right down the
Olson.
middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
And the batter now, Matt Olson, 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That's a strike. That one just
That's
missing inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Now batting, designated
2
hitter,
down, bases
Marcell
empty. Marcell Ozuna getting ready to hit. A strikeout and a walk. That one
Nope, 1-0.
inside. Look out. The 1-1.
Nope.
Inside,
Inside, ball
just
3.
missed. Two down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. He made him pay for that one, and they add a run. It's 3-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Two outs, nobody on. Ozzie Albies next up for the Braves. And that's in the dirt. And that's ball one. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Stepping in, Sean Murphy.
Ball 1.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Two outs. That one out to right. Tatis makes the catch, and that is that. One more for Atlanta on the homer. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Petco Park, bottom of the 6th inning, Luis Arraez stands in. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. That's too low. Ball 1.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
That's a slider for a strike. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Got him. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Tatis in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Up the middle, Albies on to first, and they take care of Tatis for the out.
The center fielder, number 3, Jackson Merrill.
2 outs, base is empty. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres.
Always we know, just some things we show.
Ball 1 there. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's off the inside edge. And now 2-0. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. Draws the walk there.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go.
2 outs, runner at first. Here comes Manny Machado. He is struck out and he is walked. There's a strike. Merrill off of first with 2 away. Step off throw to first.
No, he's in there.
And he dives back in safely. Here comes the 0-1. On the ground to third. Slings it across. And the inning is over. Padres lead 1. They trail it here 3-0.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Padres.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
1.
Yuki Matsui.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit.
Matsui.
Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Now it's the right fielder, Jared Kelnick.
The right fielder,
He's 2 for 2.
Kelnick.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Merrill makes the catch, and there's 1 down.
Up next for Atlanta, the shortstop, Orlando.
And next for Atlanta,
Arcia.
Orlando Arcia. Matsui measures 5 feet 8 inches, 29 years old, and he was born in Japan. There's the strike. Outside low, 1-1. Just missed. Fouls one off. 2-2. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and
Up next
catcher
for
working
Atlanta,
together to
the
finish him
center
off with the
fielder,
fastball.
Michael
And even though the location
Hill.
probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
That one fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they lead at 3-0. Bottom of the 7th, so digging in now for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. The Padres in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
That's out to center field. Harris after it. And makes the grab. And there's 1 down.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in
The
this
batter,
one. We've seen a
number 2,
lot of mistimed
shortstop,
swings, and it's been a
Xander
challenge for these hitters to get their
Bogarts.
rhythm right.
It's Xander Bogaerts now. Inside, just missed. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Aaron Bummer getting loose out there. Johnson, the right-hander, also getting loose. Late with the swing there.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
The count's full.
High fly ball, right field. Kelnick puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Connor Joe.
Connor Joe, the next up for the Padres.
He's got a rare skill set out there on the mound. Even when he's low on energy, his stuff still has bite to it. You just don't see it flattening out just because he's tired. He's still delivering good action. So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more. Just 1 out away from 7 strong innings and just at 100 pitches. Man, pretty impressive. They've got to be happy with what they've gotten from him out there today.
Gets a piece and stays alive. And Sale deals.
Ball inside.
The Braves leading by 3 here, the bottom of the 7th. And it remains 2-2. In the air, right side. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Tirso.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Man at first, Tirso Ornelas. The next up for the Padres, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. There's a strike. Outside with a breaking ball. Next pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
2 outs. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. Elias Diaz waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
3-2 now.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Goes down looking. Switch hitting outfielder, Jurickson Profar. Matsui back to work. And that one is in the dirt. And that's ball 1. Outside corner, there's a strike. Way inside, gets out of the way. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Riley, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Up the middle, Cronenworth. Jump throw on the money. Nice play.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
2 down, base is empty. Here is Matt Olson. First pitch just misses.
Counts 1-0.
Strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Offense held in check there. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Braves 3 and the Padres nothing.
Now pitching for the
Here comes a
Braves,
new arm for the Braves, Pierce Johnson.
number 38, Pierce Johnson.
And now the catcher
Leading
comes
up
up to
for
him,
the Padres,
Elias
The
Diaz.
catcher, Elias Diaz.
That one ripped left field. And it one-hops the wall.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you
The first
awfully
baseman,
quickly.
number 4, Luis Arias.
So back to the top of the order. Up now the Padre leadoff man, Luis Arias. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And that one clips the corner.
0-1's the count.
Diaz aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss, and he got him to
0-2's
chase.
the count.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball.
Up
If you're the
next for the
pitcher,
Padres,
hard downward break
the
at the
right
very
fielder,
end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
That's the
Tatis
ball.
stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
Ball 1, no strike.
Man at first, 1 away.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the 9th, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
1-1.
Next pitch is
right down.
outside. On the ground to the left.
Foul ball.
And foul ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch
The
after
center
giving up the
fielder,
leadoff
number
single.
3,
Back-to-back strikeouts. So
Jackson.
they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres.
Some things we show. Oh, cool hat trick. Watch me backspin off the atlas. Past tense, maneuver through you has-beens. I'm laughing. Don't hear the no cheese, but recognize this tough. Alarm sounding. Move smooth on the ground and grip the full pounding.
That
Ball
one
1.
missed. The Padres trailing by 3 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And
That's
another
ball
ball.
No, he's really working him away this
2-0.
at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
2 outs. Ripped to short. Over to Albies. That ends the inning. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. Through 8 full, it's the Braves 3 and the Padres nothing.
Now pitching for the
We're back.
Padres,
It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new
Number
pitcher on the
50.
mound, Adrian Morejon.
Adrian Morejon.
Marcell Ozuna digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. And that's just foul. Next pitch misses outside. And now it's even 1-1. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Ground ball left side. And it goes just foul. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Rips one to left. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
And the batter now, Ozzie Albies. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Nobody out. Runner at first. Slice to right. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, the catcher, Sean Murphy.
And here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Wandy Peralta, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Hoeing also getting ready. And that one wrapped foul. Line drive, base hit down the line. The throw to third. He's in there.
The batter, the right fielder, Jared.
Now at the plate,
Kellner.
Jared Kellner. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's two away.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Arcia, the next to hit, takes ball one.
1-0.
Ozuna, the runner at third. Murphy at first. 2 out of the inning. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-2. Swings over the splitter for strike 3.
Couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
back now. And on the mound, the closer, Raisel Iglesias.
Now,
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in
Number
baseball,
26.
and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Machado leading things off and takes a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Next pitch is outside. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field.
Right there, he does a great
Up
job of
next
staying in the
for the
big part of the
Padres,
field. Man, there are a
the
lot
second
of
baseman,
hits there.
Jake Cronenworth will hit next.
When a leadoff man gets on, you want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
On the ground, 2 ball. Over to Albies. On to Olsen. That's 2.
Up next.
Well, that's a huge ball in play to get the double play defensively. Just one more guy to get this save for the closer.
Last chance for the Padres. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. And first offering is fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Iglesias is just 1 strike away.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Lifted to left, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
This is just a nice win. 3-0 ball game. You feel comfortable about the 3 runs that you scored, but you also know that if you're not careful, a bloop, a base hit, and a home run ties everything up. But it was great pitching. Timely hitting really made the difference.
A shutout in this one. 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.